Alright, hey everybody, it is Tony and I am back. Have 3 TTMs back again today. A couple of football returns and one baseball return. But first we're going to look at the Brandon Wins TTM Challenge standings. And as you can see, Brandon Stebbins is on top. Frank M. and Dustin Blake are tied for second. I bring up the fourth place spot, and Eddie's baseball autograph and Muskoka are right behind. Now it's on to the TTMs, and the first one comes from legendary running back Earnest Byner. Earnest Byner returned very quickly in 8 days. Earnest Byner was a versatile back for the Browns, Redskins, and the Ravens throughout his career. He could catch, and he could run for 1,000 yards. Over 12,000 yards from scrimmage in his career, and was selected to a couple of Pro Bowls. The next one is if you needed a player near the trade deadline, primarily a pitcher. If you needed a pitcher at the trade deadline, Danny Darwin was your guy. On a recent Cubs broadcast, Jim DeShays shared a story. The 1986 Astros were pushing for a playoff spot, and they needed a pitcher, and they went out and got Danny Darwin from the Milwaukee Brewers. Let's circle back. The Houston Astros were one of those teams back in the mid-'80s that used a 4-man rotation, and Danny Darwin was going to fit the mold of somebody who could spot start, but who would primarily be a reliever for the Houston Astros. Danny Darwin fit that mold as the Astros nearly got to the World Series in 1986. That team that ended up winning the World Series squeaked one out in the NLCS. And the final TTM comes from Miami Dolphins quarterback Don Strock. Don Strock was primarily a backup throughout his career. Backed up Hall of Famer Bob Griese for the early portion of his career after Bob Griese retired after the 1980 season. Don Strock then split time with David Woodley, which would become known as Woodstock. After the Dolphins gave up on David Woodley, Don Strock was the man, and then he got demoted once again as some guy named Dan Marino took over the reins. Game 2 of the 1983 season and earned his first start in Game 3. Don Strock, though, was not a bitter man, as he helped Dan Marino throughout much of the 80s and helped Dan become the quarterback that he was. Dan Marino was so upset that the Miami Dolphins got rid of Don Strock after the 1987 season that supposedly that's part of the reason that the trade with the Raiders nearly happened. Don't know for sure, but Don and Dan are friends to this day, and Don Strock also returned less than 2 weeks. So thank you for watching, everybody. Have a fantastic day. See ya.